retired the first 9 he faced, and that included 3 punch-outs.
Off early this second time around.
On the ground, Geloff picks it up backhanded. And gone.
For that,
pitcher's line so far.
And I mean, just guys off balance.
Left side, Davis, Tanoda, and another ground ball out.
Well, let's just take a look at
the 2-2 on the ground past Blackburn's glove. Geloff charging in and retired in order once again. 3 ground ball outs. Paul Blackburn of the 4th, and J.D. Davis swing and a miss. On-roster invitee that made the starting rotation, and J.D. Davis, add yourself another hit.
Swing it.
5 hits now for Davis, leading the A's.
Well, I think something we've seen from J.D. early here is the balance in the swing. And then reminding them.
Hard out towards right field and into the glove of Will Brennan.
Just kind of reminding them that, hey, Carrasco.
In the air to center field. Laureano will get underneath it, and the runners will stay put. 2 gone. First pitch strike on a curveball. Started to just surprise himself. He said at spring training, as the pass ball goes, the runners will move up. It's another way to get 2 in scoring position through the legs of Naylor.
It's going to go as a wild pitch. And yep, down right through the wicket.
Naylor gets one to land out in left field. So Josh Naylor with a leadoff single here in the top of the 5th, and that breaks up what would have been a no-hitter going for Paul Blackburn.
Well, things were going really well. Dare I say, things were almost off to a perfect start for Paul Blackburn.
It was after 4 innings, so sure, you can say that.
But Naylor just able to kind of cut this one in half here. The best part about this is, again, Paul Blackburn and his fearlessness to allow the defense to play behind him.
Allen shifted over, and he's going to go to the right side. Geloff to Allen, and he can't get it out of his glove. So A's can't turn it. They get the lead runner, 1 gone, and Will Brennan on with Ramon Laureano coming up. Good job by Geloff.
Some good defense here this afternoon. And you can see it's one of those plays for Geloff where it's not a full dive that's required, but it's more of a controlled fall down to the ground to get on the same level as the ball, not overextend yourself. Now you've got an off.
First pitch strike to Laureano.
It's probably through 5 innings.
I would think so too. I would think so too. A little flare, and that's gonna be tough, but Geloff gets there with the runner in front of him and safe. Hard for Geloff to determine the speed of the ball with Brennan right in front of him.
Well, and such an awkward spin of the baseball. I think what they were maybe thinking about taking a look at is whether or not there was contact here, but not the case. You can just see that ball because it had so much side spin coming off the bat. And Geloff, I mean, he's really doing everything he can. You got to make sure you're in a position to get to the baseball, let alone get any sort of shovel pass.
Straight sliders and a 2-2 count. In the air, skied high towards the right side. Noda shading. Geloff in there, and he's going to call off Butler. 3 A's go for it, and 1 makes the final catch. Strands the bases loaded as Paul Blackburn works out of there. Getting mobbed up there, probably. Bottom of the 5th.
Over his 5 innings.
Reeves high in the air. On the left side, Arias will camp under it. Azane. And he swings at the first pitch towards center field. Laureano will take a couple steps over towards right, and 2 gone. Yeah. On the ground, Ramirez across the diamond, and a 6-pitch inning for Carlos Carrasco. Still 3-0. A's are more power numbers. Typically an on-base guy. Swing out of the strike zone, and that's fair. Noda will flip it over to Blackburn. 1 gone. So good to see his trend has not continued, and so far 0 for 3 today for Steven Kwan. 1 out, and Andres Jimenez coming up.
Well, and a good guy to keep off the base path. Because Kwan has done quite a number this series. Scored 6-7 times.
3-0 Oakland A's lead, bottom of the 6th, trying to add on, and to the bullpen. Tim Herron in relief for the Guardians against
Tim Herron on. We've seen him in this series.
Seth Brown out to right field, and 1 gone for Tim Herron. And he squares around to bunt. Nice bunt back towards the pitcher. That'll move the runner up, and playing small ball here in the 6th.
Well, it's something we saw yesterday with Stephen Vogt and the Guardians. Maybe you don't have the favorable matchups. So what do? You try to figure out a way to create a productive out. Left on left matchup here. Tim Herron, maybe a funky at bat for Noda. And Noda not afraid to stick his nose in it and get a bunt down, move his teammate up 90 feet.
He's 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. In the air, foul territory, and it'll get out of here. Out of play. 1-2.
They're really trying to bore that slider down and in.
Pitch. Count now for Shea Langoliers.
Well, this is nice to see. 3 for 6 today with runners in scoring position. Guardians 0 for tells the story.
Hard on the full count and right in the glove of Jose Ramirez. So runner left.